What is up everyone, welcome back to another video. So I am really excited to see that Ubisoft has recently been really trending because of the Assassin's Creed and Far Cry 6. So the Assassin's Creed Valhalla trailer was released about 2 months ago, but now today they have released the gameplay trailer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And right when I saw it, my reaction was literally wow! But after I read a lot of negative comments and I saw that the people were making a lot of false assumptions about the gameplay, then I was like, what? What the fuck? Anyways, to clear each and everything, we are going to react to the gameplay trailer. So without wasting any time, let's watch the gameplay trailer. You may have already watched it, but I will be reacting to it. Let's start. Okay guys, so let's see what good thing we have to see in this gameplay trailer. It looks pretty cool. So far the graphics
in
look
Assassin's
really
Creed
nice.
Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her...
Wait, wasn't in the trailer this was shown as a man? Come on Ubisoft. I mean, we already had two playable characters. We had Cassandra or Alexios in Odyssey, but now please, we want a man. We don't want a woman. It doesn't suit the role. You are a Viking warrior and a really angry kind of person. I don't think that Eivor should be played by a woman. So they should remove the female character. I think the first thing they should do is there should be only one man character.
battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
England is a dark age tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by longship, you may raid locations you spot from the shoreline. Ground your ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Okay, now that looks a lot of barbaric stuff. Like your whole crew of your ship can charge along with you, and it is somewhat very nice, but this is not what we used to call the Assassin's Creed. It's like more of a Viking warrior, the same mistake they did when they released Odyssey. It was totally an RPG action game. There wasn't even the hidden blade, although the Spear of Leonidas did the job well, but it wasn't an Assassin's Creed. It was more like a mercenary and a Spartan story touch. Even the gameplay wasn't like what the Assassin's Creed fanboys expect. And in this game, so far, I don't really think this is going to be something what the fans want. Okay, this is something similar we have seen in Odyssey and Origins also. The fire arrows, this is the third game, the same thing is going to be common. Why Ubisoft? I mean, literally, you guys have been doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again.
This is insane.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game. Every archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage. including the bodies of fallen warriors. To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with the Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes.
Now that was something new and I have really liked it. So it's like a mashup of combat between Origins and Odyssey because there weren't any kind of shields in Odyssey, but the shields were there in Origins. And it is said that you can now wield two weapons, as something I read before in some of the forums. Maybe they will also show that in the gameplay trailer. And this hammer throwing system looks sick. The combat, the new harpoon reminds a bit of Black Flag Touch. So this is like they have taken scraps from all the other games and mashed it up together to make this thing. I think they might have to try something new.
Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance, or finish them off. Dual wield any two weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks. Customize your fighting style as you see fit, and become a legendary Viking warrior. All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including two shields.
Whoa, that's amazing. Two shields. And the finishers are also really sick.
Not all situations call for violence. In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities.
So that's something we saw back in the time. The first few installments, the Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, like we call it the blending. So you can blend. Finally, the blending is back. That's something good.
Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes. An unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages to the dense forests and rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment. Search pagan temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to strengthen yourself and your settlement. The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, show no mercy!
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her. Today we fight for your land. And tomorrow we rebuild.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise.
Thank you, man.
With unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
I don't know why, but I have actually started to like this one now. But still, I think Assassin's Creed, whatever it is, I always like Assassin's Creed. Even people had a lot of negative feedback related to Unity and Syndicate, but when I personally played them, everyone has his own preferences, so I think I am going to like this game. But again, this is not the Assassin's Creed. Although it's a great way to tell the gamers that there was a Viking history. It's a good way. Right now, even I don't know about anything about the Vikings. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla is going to be a good way to know about the Viking history somewhat. But the thing is, again, the label of Assassin's Creed is not what this game defines. It's more of a, you have seen, it's more of a warrior and more focused on the combat system with more like weapons and more new execution stuff. And the stealth is there, but it's not at the level of something we used to have back then. The parkour, like like hiding in the cover and then coming out, disappearing, all these things. I don't think this game is going to have all these things to that level, but instead more focused on combat. And well, graphics have been improved aside from the previous two games. Odyssey and Origins almost had the same graphics, but I think this game is looking more of more fine textures, more you look at the facial details, like you see the wrinkles even, and each and everything has been improved.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, available November 17th.
Stay tuned for November 17th. Well, I thought it was going to be a bit more late, probably even going to be released the next year. That's all we have for the trailer. So you guys have also watched the trailer, and it wasn't as bad as the people are assuming it to be. But I have seen that there is a lot of hate already being made about the game, and especially recently there were leaks by Ubisoft. I don't know if they were intentional or it was just some kind of unexpected thing. Now, talking about the gameplay trailer, I would say it was really good. You can't really hate an Assassin's Creed game. There's always something new, something more better and enjoyable. And I would say that this is not really bad as a game. I'm not saying as an Assassin's Creed game, it's something we have been missing, but what I would like to suggest here is that Ubisoft, please, there is a timeline, you can still make Assassin's Creed games on it. We want something we used to have back then, like something like you can focus on Ezio. There was a gap you guys missed between his time from Rome and when he came back to Masyaf Castle, how he spent that time. You can make a game on that, and there's also a time between Altair and Ezio. There's also a lot of gap. So there's a lot of options Ubisoft still have, and I think they are not going to disappoint the fans next time. I still don't think this game is going to be really disappointing, but unfortunately, it couldn't bring the hype it was supposed to be. I have seen a couple of polls created between which game people are really excited about, and Far Cry 6 and Cyberpunk 2077 are the games that people are hyped about, with Assassin's Creed Valhalla having a lower chance to have a very good reception. But still, I hope that it's going to be a good one, and I'm definitely going to play it. So thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends, and also make sure to comment down and tell me what kind of thoughts you have about this gameplay trailer, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Soon we will be up again with the new Far Cry 6 trailer that has been released, and that's the game when I am waiting actually.